Hello, good day to you. My name is Iola Motayo. I want to teach you something in Excel this morning on how to apply Excel in result computing. I have a question before me on Microsoft Excel. It says that Office Manager should compute the following scores by converting the 100% CA to 40%, 100% examination to 60%, and finalize the results by adding the 40% converted on a CA to 60% converted on the examination. So it's going to give us a total of 100%. Okay, we have a list of matric numbers here, uh, and we have their score 18 over 100. This is 64 over 100. This line represents the continuous assessment in percentage, and the other line represents the converted 0.4, that's 40%, and this represents the exam scores over 100, that's 64, 74, blah blah blah. And at the end of the day, we are going to convert the exam score to 60%. Then the last column here will give us the total. So I'll have to launch my Excel application. Okay. The question has been read, and we have to fill in all of these fields, all of these columns, by using the right formula given to us, and we have to fill in just this 1, 2, and 3 columns. So I want to encourage us to try as much as well to open an Excel sheet and type everything you have here inside of the Excel sheet, so that it will save our time, and ensure that you label them correctly and leave out these empty spaces, these empty 3 columns. Leave them out as we try to find solutions to them. So I'll be waiting for you to do that, and we later meet on the Excel sheet. Welcome back. By now, I believe you've been able to type everything on the screen. I've been able to create your headings and the content here. I just did that. I had to pause the video to do that. So I already got everything on the Excel spreadsheet, and we have the column number 3, column number 5, and column number 6 to work on. Alright, so these are matric numbers, and this is just the same thing we have over there. What do we want to do now? Let me save my work before I have to save. Click on save as, pick up your, okay, I want to save in my document. Let's say Excel example. Okay, now I've saved as Excel example. So now we have the continuous assessment over 100. We want to convert it to over 40. Of course, it's just a little mathematical manipulation. So when you are converting to 40, that will be 40 over 100, and 40 over 100 is 0.4. So when you launch the calculator, let me just check to confirm that we are using the right thing. Now on the calculator, you want to say 40 divided by 100. 40% is 40 over 100. It gives you 0.4. So exactly what we need to apply now. That means whatever we have here, we have to multiply by 0.4 in order to get the converted version of the score of the mark over 40. So what we do is that we are going to create a formula that will say that everything in B, if you try to check this position, You are checking it through the vertical and also checking it with the horizontal. Horizontal is like the x-axis in mathematics, and vertical is like y-axis in mathematics. So on the vertical part, it is under the B column. On the horizontal part, it is under 2. That means this position is called B2. Now, I want to say anything in B2, we multiply it by 0.4 to give us an equivalent uh, mark that will be over 40. So you click inside the cell where you want to have the conversion. Once you click inside the cell, go to the formula bar, click inside that place also, and say equal to this position is B2 equals to B2 multiply. If you are picking multiply, you use the star. A star. In most of the keyboard, when you put shift 8, it will give you that star. So multiply by 0.4. No, 0.4. That's the continuous assessment. So with that, we already have the conversion over 40. That's 7.2 over 40. Now the same thing goes for this 30. We want to convert it to 30 over 100. We want to convert it to over 40. So when you click inside of here, check this position here is B3. So click inside of the new cell and go up there to the formula bar, equal to B3 multiplied by 0.4. So with that, you get 12. Now you can as well do the same for everything here. You say B4 multiplied by 0.4, B5 multiplied by 0.4, but there is a shorter way of uh, of adding a formula to every cell on this row. All you need to do is just click inside of one of them. To the right, bottom right, you are going to see a dot here. Place your cursor on it. You see a plus, then drag it down. Drag it down to the last row. Once you drag it down, it automatically does the calculation for you. When you click here, you can see that this is B5 multiplied by 0.4. When you click here, you see B8 multiplied by 0.4. The same thing, B9. So it automatically calculates for each cell. Because you already calculated for one and you're dragging it down, it will calculate for every other cell. So it makes the work very fast. Because imagine if you have 600 or 1000 records here, you have to save time by just create the first formula and drag it down to the last record. So with this, we are through with the conversion of the CA to 40%. Let's switch over to the exam. So I want to color out this side just to be sure that we worked on it. So what I do is highlight from the beginning here, click on it and drag it down, and come to the color. Let me pick a green. Yes. Now we also work on 60%. Now this is exam. An exam over 100%, we have to convert it to over 60%. So let's go back to a calculator. Remember, 60% is 60 over 100. So let's do 60 over 100. 60 divided by 100 gives us 0.6. So what it means is that we are going to click on this new cell, multiply whatever is in this cell by 0.6. So, and let's check the position first. What position is this? Let me give you like 5 seconds to give me an answer. Okay, to check for the position, you need to know the vertical first, the column label, which is D, and you go to the horizontal to the row label, which is what? 2. So you can say this position is called D2, and you can even see from here it's been labeled. So here is E2. You are going to click inside of it and come to the formula bar and say equal to D2 multiplied by 0.6. Remember that is, then you press the enter button. Now this is the equivalent mark, over 60, while this is over 100. So now remember I taught you about how you can drag the formula down so that you don't need to type in the formula on every cell. So come to the first record here, which already has the formula. Go to the bottom right of that cell. You are going to see a dot. Place your cursor on it. It will change to plus. Then drag it down to the last record. Bam. You can see that it's automatic. It automatically labels and calculates the final value. So over here, this is D9, and here is what? The formula. When you click inside of it, the formula is automatically generated. D9 multiplied by 0.6. So let me just color this as yellow so that we're sure of what we have done. Okay, so let's pick yellow. Great, we are almost there. Now we want to know the total score of the CA and the exam. Now this is 40%, this is 60%. At the end of this, it's going to give us 100% as a total. So what it means is that we are going to add this particular cell to this cell to give us the final answer here. And it's just the same way we've been doing the other ones. Click inside of this empty cell. Once you click inside of it, go to the formula bar, click inside of it and say equal to, what position is this? Someone wants to help me. That is C2. Can you say this is C from the top and this is 2 from the left? So C2, now say plus, what position is this? That is E2, and that gives us the answer. So what you do is click on the cell, type in equal to C2 plus E2. Once you do that, press the enter button. Now the result has been calculated. Then the next thing you want to do is to drag it down, so you don't need to actually go through stress by doing it for individual cells here. So click inside of it and locate the bottom right where you have the dot, like a square dot, and put your cursor on it. It's going to give you a plus, then drag it down, so it's going to automatically calculate the result for the final result over 100. So let me just paint this as what color now? Okay, let's give it color. Is this pink or orange? Something like that. So with this, we've been able to get the final results for individual matric numbers all over 100. I'm sure you're going to get the same results if you have done it the same way I've done it. So you can actually, uh, pause the video, go back again to the to what I've done over and over again. You have that privilege of doing that so that you can get the right answers. Thank you so much for listening. You can furthermore check estudy.com.ng for more examples. From here, I'll say bye for now.